A few years ago, I was just another producer trying to get my loops heard. No connections, no plaques, nothing. And now I'm a certified Billboard #1 platinum producer with placements with artists such as Rod Wave, NBA Youngboy, Tory Layz, etc. Today I'm going to break down 5 things that actually got me here. No fake advice, just the real moves that changed everything for me. So when I started, I wasn't around any big names, obviously. I joined some group chats, trying to sell my beats to loads of artists, you know what it's like. I had no idea that getting placements was possible, but I did join a few groups with other producers around my level and other producers around my following as well. We were all hungry, like-minded people. We all just wanted to make a living off of music. We would trade each other's beats and loops and just like give advice, try and help each other improve. And through those connections, I ended up finding the email for Cash Money AP. And then I just sent him some melodies and then he responded back. And eventually I got signed to his group Cash Gang. And that opened up so many opportunities for me. And it showed me how powerful consistency and networking really are. Tip 1 is to send everything out. Don't sit on your loops. I used to overthink everything. I'd make something think not good enough, but some of my biggest placements came from loops that I almost didn't send out. For example, Drug Addiction by NBA Youngboy. Broke that down a couple videos ago. You never know what will hit. You're not the only one who decides what's good or not. What you hate, someone else might love. So send everything every week. I used to send it weekly. You can send it every day. I mean, maybe don't want to come across too spammy, but if that's what you can do and if you've got the motivation for it, go for it, I guess. I would just say just work hard, send out everything you make and send it out consistently. My second tip is to network in the right way and provide value. Networking is what obviously changed everything for me, but most people go about it really wrong. Don't just DM people saying less work or the infamous yo. Bring some value to the table, like either hit them with a couple snippets of your best stuff, do artwork design, like I'll design your next kit or something like that, a connection that you have that they might want, or like something like, oh, send collabs back so I can send them to blah blah blah. Again, I'd recommend doing this with people around your level who are also, you can see that they've got good stuff and they're very motivated and like-minded to you. But you never know, you could actually get replies from people you never expected to. So just keep networking. And then in the future, when you message them again, don't be robotic. You want to be genuine and try and have a genuine connection with people, like replying to their stories if they've posted something cool or complimenting a beat that they've posted. People work with people that they like, not with people that spam them. Tip number 3 is to find your niche and master sound selection. For me, finding a niche was the most important thing that I ever did for my career. If you want to stand out, you need a sound. When I was coming up, there was probably like 2 or 3 people that were consistently sending out guitar loops, and I was talking with this group chat of producers that I used to work with. I just said in passing comment that I played guitar, and they said to me, you need to make some guitar loops because there's such a demand for that right now. And I had no idea. So I started making guitar loops, and that's what everyone was looking for at the time, and that's how I got my first few little placements. And again, it helped with networking because I could say I've got guitar loops and people needed that at the time, providing value. Whatever your thing is, vocals, live instruments, just like lean into that and pair it with clean sound selection. When you have that niche, people will remember you and go to you for that specific thing. As far as sound selection goes, you already know, lazykits.com. I got a couple kits on there and new kits coming soon, link in description. Tip 4 is to arrange and deliver professionally. Arrangement on melodies is so important and can make a huge difference. Don't just have like an 8-bar loop and send it out. You want to basically, in my opinion, arrange like the first quarter of the song and then stem it out. Stems is important because people like to change things themselves and make their own arrangement. A lot of people you send to are probably want to make about 5 to 6 beats in that day. So if you can send them an already arranged melody that they can just loop over, maybe change a couple things, they can do that beat in 5 minutes and it might get placed and people will come back to you for efficiency as well because they know that you arrange like that. As far as arrangement goes, I'll show you how I arrange my melodies now to maybe help you arrange yours. Okay, so this is a melody I made with Money XO and obviously the Pain Blueprint because I use it every day pretty much. And this is what the arrangement looks like. This is a piano MIDI from the Pain Blueprint, which is the main base of the whole melody and what's gonna be repeated probably every single 8 bars. And I always do everything in 8-bar sections. People might do it differently. People do 16 bars. I do it 8 bars. So everything that comes up to where it says 9, it is 8 though. You know what I mean. I start as a normal intro, just being really simple, and then building into something big for the bridge. So I do 8 bars of a simple intro, see a couple of phrases from the kit, and then it hits the bridge, which it transitions into with a riser. This is where I also add the bass or the sub bass or the bass guitar, whatever you're adding for that melody, and that will go on for 8 bars. In this case, I also added some little drums as well. And then it goes to the first half of the hook, which is a little bit more busy than the intro, but not with all the elements. For example, I got these guitars to keep the rhythm going. These guitars are from the Pain Blueprint, link in description. And I kept the reverses as well, and some synths that I added, and also this guitar as well, also in the Pain Blueprint. And then in the second half of the chorus is where most of the other elements come back in except the bass, so you have everything come back in pretty much. And then you got the first half of the verse, which again is really simple, and then it builds back into the second half, which is busier as the beat builds, but not as busy as the bridge. And then another important thing is the elements like these rhythmic guitars from the kit, because it's got no rhythm guitar going on, except from this little texture. But then as soon as the second half of the verse hits, it's rhythm. And that's where the artist will go in or whatever, go in on the second half of the verse. This part here is the bridge again, or pre-chorus, which I just copied over from the first one. And that's basically how I arrange my melodies. Tip number 5 is to get your loops heard and be everywhere. If nobody hears your work, it doesn't matter how good it is. Start a YouTube channel, drop free loop kits, send melodies to YouTube producers and smaller producers, anyone who will listen. The YouTube producers is important for me because that's how I started to get my sound heard a lot by different producers. So back when I started, I used to prioritize sending melodies to people who make like NBA Youngboy type beats or 2C type beats. Other producers would hear them beats for inspiration and then hear my loops and then message me like, oh, can I have some of them loops as well? And then that's easy networking. Obviously dropping free loop kits is good because then you can get your sound out there. People don't have to pay for it, so they're more inclined to use it. Don't gatekeep your stuff. Send it to as many people as possible. You're not going to lose anything. If anything, you're going to gain everything. You're going to gain a personal brand. The more ears, the more chances something lands. That's literally how my sound started spreading. Once people began using my loops, it created momentum and it led straight to placements. These 5 things took me from unknown to Billboard #1, bedroom to Billboard. None of it happened overnight. It was consistency, value, and finding my lane. And if you want me to tell you the full story of how my first placement happened, drop a comment. I'll make a part 2. Subscribe if you want more videos, and let me know in the comments what you want to see next.